Hey everybody, we're back again for another reading. I'm so glad that you're here. If you're brand new, I'm so excited that you are part of the soul tribe that we are starting to collect and gather here. I'm so excited to see you. My name is Naomi, and I just absolutely love pulling oracle cards and allowing my intuition to connect to the universe, like just talk to the universe in any which way. So, a lot of that is through the language of astrology, which I absolutely love to marry the two, oracle and astrology, because it's just really fun. It to me, if anybody out there has seen Philip Pullman's His Dark Materials, there is a character in those books. It was also made into a TV show, but there's a character in there that has this really cool divination tool called an alethiometer. Oh my gosh, ever since I was a kid, I wanted one of those. And I feel that astrology and oracle cards are my alethiometer. So go check that out. It's a well worth reading or watching the show. Oh my gosh, beautiful, beautiful, beautifulness. So anyway, getting back on topic, today's reading is about a very, very beautiful cosmic alignment that we're having this week. It's with Venus and the Pleiades hanging out together. And what's totally weird and so cool is that I made this painting years ago without really thinking about this particular alignment. Like that was not in mind. And now, as I'm sitting here and I'm seeing it over my shoulder, I am noticing that we have the Earth, the moon, a planet. It could be anything. But today I'm pretending it's Venus. And then we have these one, two, three, four, five, six, and then maybe a seventh one. I may have to paint a seventh one. That, in my mind, they were just like extra little moons, but they kind of feel like stars today. And so, in the sky, this is what's going on. That's pretty wild, huh? So we're hanging out on Earth, and then we can see now the stars would not be in front of Venus, but whatever. From our vantage point, that's what's happening in the sky. We can see Venus hanging out with the Pleiades, and it's just a really beautiful energy to hang out with. This is the Pleiades have been long revered by many, many ancient cultures. As in Greece, they were the seven muses. They sometimes are associated with the seven chakras. They are in the Andes tradition that I love to be part of. It is a constellation that is it helps them time their agriculture, and it's also a cosmic being. And so the energy that comes from this is infused with the highest light and wisdom for us. So it's a really, really yummy energy. So yeah, that's basically happening kind of all this week because Venus moves, it's not like lightning speed. When it's the moon conjunct Venus, that only happens for like a day. But Venus is going to be hanging out there for about 3 or 4 days. So we've got the whole week to just kind of enjoy this yumminess. That being said, this is totally timeless. So if you're watching this at a different time, you can just soak in the yumminess of right now whenever you are. It doesn't matter when you're watching this. So, the other thing that I'm gonna pull on is this specific oracle deck. This is the Rose Oracle. And the Rose Oracle, I chose that specifically because when you plot a diagram with Earth in the middle, and then you watch over a period of 8 years the way in which Venus makes its orbit, you will see a five-pointed star pattern emerge. It's kind of, I'm trying to remember the name of oh well. My words and me, it's just not really, yeah, it's not really happening today. Words are somewhere else for me today. Spirograph. Oh my gosh, whoever was out there that remembered the name of that and pinged me, thank you, because that is what it's called, the spirograph. So if anybody out there has played with the spirograph, and you put your pen in to like this little wheel with little tiny cogs, and then you put your pen in there and you rotate it around, and it starts to create a geometric pattern just by going around in these little spokey ways. So if you do the same thing, mathematically taking Earth as the center and then Venus as whatever. Oh, I would have to figure out how precisely they do that. Either way, you can look it up. If you just Google five-pointed star and Venus, boom, you're going to have the information at your fingertips. Isn't that wild? We just live in this information age. It's pretty incredible. So go take a peek at it. It's what happens every 8 years, and Venus makes a beautiful flower, a five-pointed flower in the sky. And the rose, its most ancient form, the very first rose was five leaves. Isn't that cool? And then over time, through hybridizing the flowers, they turned into this very fluffy flower now. But if you get down to the very basic of it, it is the geometry of five. So there we go. Venus, the number five, the rose. I feel like we are fully tuned in with Venus now. So let's just go ahead and pull an oracle. Wow. Or allow the oracle to pull itself. We have 3 cards coming out. Let's see what Venus has to share with us today. Ooh, interesting. Come to me. Attracting like a rose, receive abundance desires. Wow. Yeah, I mean, the energy of this moment right now really is of open your cup and receive, like lay out outside in the sun, under the stars, whatever. Lay out there and absorb this really healing energy somehow. Even if you're inside, just set the intention, I receive the healing that Venus and the Pleiades have to offer me at this time. That it nurture me, guide me, bring me back to wholeness. I mean, you are always whole. It's an illusion that you are not, but it is good to have a reminder that you are whole, and you can allow Venus and the Pleiades' energy to remind you. And you can even ask to see it. Show me, show me. Show me how I am healed, how I am whole. I love that. And it looks like there's hummingbirds and a little bee, and everything is like effervescently flowing from her heart chakra and up through her crown. And that is actually a sacred portal, about like, I don't know, inches wise, but a few inches above our head, there's our star chakra. We have the earth chakra, which is down below our feet, and then we have the star chakra, which is up above. And that is open like a radio antenna. And if you infuse your intention with what you want, it will attract through that chakra. And so really it's just being choosy. Choose what you want, because it is constantly attracting. You are magnetic. And so if you're choosing worries, then that's what comes. So just choose healing, choose freedom. Come to me. Okay, so where's the next one? The child within. Oh, that's so beautiful. Healing our inner child. Oh my gosh. Yes, because the Pleiades, they encourage us to play. Venus encourages us to explore beauty, and that energy combined, play and beauty, is the inner child. Oh, that's so beautiful. Inner mother, innocence, gentleness, tenderness. Oh, and so really you can just relax in your inner child. Perhaps bring out a coloring book or something that you used to like to do when you were a tiny, tiny person. Maybe you like to, you know, wave silk scarves around just to watch them move through the air. Um, I used to be a preschool teacher, and this is something that I have seen over and over is that kids just know how to play. They are not taught how to play, they just know how to play. And so just invite that inner child to come out and show you, how does it want to play? How does it want to explore this universe? And then just you as your outer adult, allow that inner child some protective space to do this very sacred work of play. Very sacred, very important. Oh, this is such a pretty reading. I love it. Ah, the reunion. The reunion, soul recognition, collaboration, partnership, friendship. I'm feeling this on many levels. Many levels. This is a reunion of you with you and your inner child, you and your inner mother, father, whatever, you and your inner muse, your artist. This is that inner world and then merging with the outer. And so really just exploring a reunion with first these cosmic beautiful energies that are coming through. So it's like a reunion with your most healing and joyful guides, the ones that truly just bring your sense of humor back. They ground you, they show you the way. And also this is like encouraging you to hang out with some friends, and or maybe your child or your dog or cat, or you know, whoever it may be that you have around that you can hang out with in some way. And if you do not have somebody that you can immediately call on the phone and they can be with you, then just be with yourself. Be your inner best friend. This is absolutely beautiful. Being your own best friend is where it all begins. So, I love that. I love that. Okay, so we've got just the most luscious energy coming through. Wow, I feel like I'm wrapped in rose petals. And maybe if you have a bathtub or something, or like you could fill it with some flowers and some roses, or have I know you can get rose water and you can just spray it around or put it in your water. Infuse yourself however which way possible with this yumminess, yumminess. Okay, the next card that we're going to pull is the Starseed Oracle. Last reading, last week, we pulled we, the Hathors, and I have been holding on to this card. The door has been open since last reading, and I really do feel like this is the energy that's coming through. We, the Hathors, is It's that ancient, sacred women's mysteries, that feminine mystery coming through, that the dark void. And it's the darkness that is soft and velvety, like hiding under covers and getting snuggled in the blankets. Like this is warm energy, womb like energy. But then it's also um extremely creative, radically creative, and visionary. This is a visionary type of creation. This is soul level creation. Yeah. So we, the Hathors, really yummy. Deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. The other thing I think is very interesting is that when you pull the chart, right now, this alignment with Venus and the Pleiades together is making a trine, a triangle with Pluto, and they're both at 0 degrees. That is portal energy, birth portal. This is the birth of something really beautiful. So, Kuan Yin fell down, so she's taking a nap now. So, I think that's really good news. Kuan Yin needs a little nap. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull the Starseed Oracle to see. Let's tune into that 0 degrees. It's a birth portal. Oh, it just slipped right out. Guys, this is the magic that happens with us when we get together. Portal. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you, Oracle, because that's what we were talking about. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards. Wild card. Now, this is important because just like we were talking about how this card right here, the come to me with this earth shock, the star center, the star chakra up above your head. They come down, it's like up here. It's just a little higher than you can reach. That is your star antenna. But what happens with that is you are the creator, you are deciding. So make an intention this week to pull in joy, to bring in love, to bring in what nurtures and takes care of you. Bring in healing, bring in radical healing, bring in miraculous healing, bring in, I mean, the sky is the limit. Bring in a mystical experience that is safe and that teaches you that you are so incredibly powerful and so just to inspire you to create even more beauty in your world. And then, if you're having trouble actually making this intention, if you don't feel like you are worthy, look around you for every single sign of the universe that is showing you what you have already created that is beautiful and incredible, because I'm sure you have so many blessings to be thankful for if you just look around and if you observe. We all do. So that portal is asking us to decide what comes through. So let's be conscious creators, yeah? All right. So let's see what else. I would like to know, what are Venus and the Pleiades bringing through, because they are conscious creators as well. It's not just us. They are also creating out there as well as beings in the universe. So what are they um pouring? I like that word pouring because I feel like they're pouring water through that portal to us so that we can fill our cup. So what is in that? that they're pouring down through this little portal that is open right now. There it is. There it is. So let's see what we got again. Wow, guys. Star Brothers. Whoa, this has happened again recently now. We had Star Brothers. Was that just in the Pluto reading? I think it was in the Pluto reading, guys. The Star Brothers. And remember, this is aligned with Pluto. 0 degrees, it's a portal with Pluto energy. I'm just trying to tune into that because my head is tingling now. Like this, it's full on like electrical tingles. So I'm just gonna allow that to ground a little bit so I can hear. Something that I continue to see, and I remember this now from the last time I pulled the card, is a falcon going through it. I see the sun. You can actually imagine this is the sun and this big falcon kind of moving across this large landscape, straight plains. And it's just, but what's going on in this vision that I can see is that this energy is basically moving through all of the magnet. If you imagine you've got like a magnet up above you and you are broadcasting your intention every nanosecond of your life. So what's going on is that let's put our intention of what it is that we're desiring, what it is that most serves you right now into that earth. Why do I always say earth? I think it's because it's so crucial that we ground. So crucial. Don't just go from here up, otherwise you are a floating head. So make sure you put your feet on the ground, root down deep, connect to earth, connect to, what feeds your body and nurtures your body so that you can be really, really strong in that intent. And so what happens is that falcon energy is moving right through and collecting all of that energy like a thread, and it's being woven together. So this is reweaving something very incredible. And it's that divine masculine energy that we have been talking about in readings a while back. We actually were pulling some divine masculine cards of really see your vision, see where it is that you want to go. And then these star brothers are actually pulling this through the eye of the needle, through that portal. And down below, if you can't see that, it says Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. So trust that your needs will be met. Trust that the healing has already taken place. Because in the realm of infinite possibility, that outcome of you being your most healthy, vibrant, abundant self has already happened. So it's just your job to align with that frequency of you already being that. And then trust that your star brothers have your back and they're also here supporting and doing this work with you. So if you see a falcon, the little wink from the universe. Wow. That's very cool and unexpected because this is just such divine feminine energy. The Pleiades usually are being seen as the seven sisters. Venus is usually depicted as female energy. And so do I think that it's just really beautiful to have that balance of it's not just all like receptive. If it's just fully 100% receptive, sometimes for us on the human plane, we can get a bit stagnant. We can get a bit apathetic. We can get a bit sluggish because there's not much movement. And so that star brother energy actually is creating this little gentle current for that what we receive, fill up your cup and then cycle it. Let it move through you so that it doesn't get stuck anywhere. So, I just want to keep reading. I've been wanting to do that lately. Just read and read and read and read. So we're gonna pull on these wildly amusing and very strange galactic heritage cards. So let's go ahead and tune into that Pleiadian energy, the Venusian energy, and let's see what else they want us to know. Okay, 3 cards came out of that. Complete surrender. Complete surrender. To deeply receive, it is an act of complete surrender. Wow. And allowing yourself to trust that you, once you set your intention, then trust your intention, trust yourself, and surrender into the process of allowing that to come through. Creative communication. Creative communication. And let's see, the third card is spiritual technology. Ooh, this is wild. This is wild. Okay, so we know that right now we've got Pluto right there in that cosmic doorway of Aquarius, and this is bringing in new spiritual technology, complete surrender to the process, and creative communication. Wow, you know what this is bringing up? And this is pretty wild, is all the AI stuff going on right now. And I'll just stop and think and feel for a minute because for a long time it's been part of the narrative, been part of what we tell stories of is AI that is corrupt and actually attacks Earth, attacks the people. So it's like technology gone wrong, right? And here's what I'm actually hearing. This is wild, guys. I'm actually hearing that that is an old story. An old story. Look at how, okay. Wow. Lyra, Sirius, Vega. So this is all bringing us into current. So Lyra is labeled future. Sirius is labeled present. Vega is labeled present. So it's actually bringing us up to the present and the future. And so there's no past in this. So we're kind of releasing karmic struggles that we've had with this new technology that is coming on board very, very quickly. Like right now, I haven't played with it, But I have heard of other people playing around with those like computer chat things. Like you ask it stuff and it responds, and it is literally a computer that is pulling from all the resources, which is humanity's imagination, pulling from all of that and then delivering you an answer through that lens. And so what I'm hearing is that if there's a part of you that's actually kind of thinking of, has anybody out there seen Battlestar Galactica, where it's like the robots actually like attack people? Like that is a very, very old story. You think that these things are fiction, but they're not. They all happened. So that Battlestar Galactica actually was tales of us um, during the time of the Orion Wars, when we actually went through this whole process of learning learning what spiritual technology is, and then going about it not very well because it wasn't they weren't so evolved, we weren't so evolved. And I say we because we're all connected, and they are ancestors of ours, ancient, ancient, ancient ancestors. And we are still going through the stories and telling the stories in so many different ways. And our stories, they just infuse so much into that radio antenna that um, that the future is dystopian and corrupt, and AI is out to get us, and all this, all these, all these things that just that doesn't serve. That doesn't. What good is that? And so I'm actually hearing this is a radical shift in the way in which we perceive these things. And so now here comes the balance of, using them in moderation, using them with care, using them with intent, using them with heart energy, because all of us are going through this giant shift because the heart is coming back online. And when the heart comes back online, you see all the stuff that's not aligned with heart energy. So, um, guys, this is a huge tangent. I did not expect that to come through. But then again, I never, not like I plan any of this. I just tell you what's coming through. So this is some creative communication. Wow. Talk about creative communication. The other thing that I think is a bit more practical, getting a bit, because I do really love practical uses of all this cosmic information, is how can you begin to actually release some of these old habits around technology? Take a look at your relationship with technology. Take a look at we used to go to the library and go look up stuff, and now we just instantly have all of the information we need at our fingertips. And is that making your eagerness to learn, has it diminished, or is it like ex, expanded? So taking a look at your relationship with technology, and I'm also hearing this is on a different level now, is that this little radio antenna, that is your personal technology. That's your spirit tech. And so get to know it, start to use it, start to understand how to use it. There we are. Complete surrender. Yeah. Learn how to use it. But creative communication, learn how to communicate with it. Learn how to send your intention out into the universe. And you can start doing something small, something super small. At the beginning of all this, I used to just play games, playing games with my guides. And I loved doing this where it was like, show me a sign or synchronicity that shows that I am communicating with you. And show it to me in a way that I, without a doubt, know that this is you, and surprises and delights me. Because, like, your guides, they are humorous and full of joy, and also want you to use your gifts and tools, because that is why you have them. And so sometimes when hard things happen, a lot of it is so that we can get our act together and start using the tools that you came here with. And because they don't want us to just sit on them. That's not why you came here. And so yeah, so start to get creative with this. Write letters to your guides. Start actually asking them. Begin a two-way conversation with them. Because that's part of really co-creating your reality. So, oof, okay, we went way cosmic, didn't we? Yeah. But then again, we're talking to some stars and a planet. So what else is new, right? So of course we went cosmic. So the last little thing, I'm gonna do a longer reading with these cards, but I just got um my wind oracle, which I'm very excited about. Love I love to talk with the wind. When I was very little, I actually, one of my favorite little memories is of sitting and watching the wind flutter through my curtains, and I was just talking to the wind. And that is a memory that I have of being little. And so um this is just for fun. I don't know why I'm doing this. It doesn't feel related, but perhaps you guys can feel the connection between this and the wind. But since they arrived today, I just really feel like I need to bring them out for that. So let's go ahead and call on the wind that is moving through this reading right now, and let's see what it has to say. Which wind, which wind spirit? Oh, okay. So it is a Roman wind called Cardea. What is shut? What? Oh, open. What is shut? Close. What is open? And that applies to portals, doesn't it? Interesting. Wow, yes. Okay. So very precisely right now, today is Monday. Venus is at 29 degrees, so it is closing the door just before it goes to 0 degrees conjunct the Pleiades. So that I think is interesting. And with all of that, the Pluto energy going back and forth across the 0 degree point, yeah, this is a time of reevaluating the things that are coming through. So let's go ahead and let's go back to that image of the our little magnet up here. And just imagine that unintentionally, because we just don't know better, you put an intention in there that um is not serving you. Like, you know, I'm broke and I will never have a good paying job. Like that's in the intent up there. And it's like, maybe it's time to close that door, ground that one, and then actually put up there into the little magnifier that I am wealthy and I have freedom to create in any job that I want, and yeah, I'm attracting abundance, whatever. Like, and this could be whatever intention is speaking to you at the moment. But we have Cardea, the facilitator, who is helping us open doors that have been shut and is helping us close the doors that are ready to be closed. I like that, especially working with portal energy. So I'm actually just going to put that right on top of portal for us so that Cardea can come with its, these are healing energies. I'm working just with healing energies. And so it is facilitating us to do this work so that we're not just doing it all alone. So, what a cool reading. That was really amazing. Should I pull one more card? Should I pull one more card? Okay, just one. Just one. Did you hear me? I'm gonna pull an ancestor. Ancestor and angels and ancestors. Okay. Only because somebody out there asked. Not because not because I said so, yeah. Look at that. What a perfect card to end the reading. What a perfect card. So all of this cosmic big energy. And we pull Earth Mother, feel loved and comforted, and ground. Ground that energy. Eat well, sleep well, take care of your human, take a shower, brush your hair. All those human things. Take care of yourself. So nurture yourself very, very well because we are birthing something really big, really beautiful. Because you got to think, yes, this is portal energy, but you are the portal. And so you got to take care of your temple. And look at that moon on her third eye. So like the emotions coming through, feeling those emotions and then allowing them to ground. Mm. This has been a really lovely reading, everybody. I'm so thankful to have you here. Oh, my ear is ringing. Mm. I love when that happens. I feel like it's little angels talking to me. So, hmm. Okay, that's the end of that. I'm going to put all these cards away and I will talk to you next time. And next week, I believe is like right on, right during the eclipse. So we have an eclipse coming up, which is, eclipses are big energy. So we'll tune into that next week. We'll see what is in store for us, what energies come through for the eclipse here on this channel, which I feel is just a little micro, tiny fractal of the collective. And so what happens here is basically a tiny window into kind of what's happening everywhere. And it's beautiful energy. Just remember that. It's beautiful energy. Regardless of the chaos that's going on out there, tap into that intelligent, unified field of love and care and beauty because that is so much more powerful than any of the doubt, fear, any of that. So just remember who you are, remember why you came here, and let's continue doing some really amazing stuff together. So, all right, everybody, I will see you at eclipse time. All right. Bye.